There was once a little girl who absolutely adored animals. Her biggest dream was to have a pet of her own, but for a long time her house felt a little empty without one. Then, one magical day, her dad came home with a tiny, wriggling, surpriser little puppy. The girl's heart filled with joy, and she decided to name her new best friend Rita. Rita was impossibly cute and so small. It didn't take long at all for her to completely win over everyone in the house. She wasn't just a pet. She seemed to understand everything, almost like a little person with fur. She quickly formed an especially beautiful bond with the little girl's mother. Rita was a bundle of energy, always naughty and full of life, but she was also incredibly smart and active. She played with everyone, and in return, everyone showered her with love. It felt as if Rita had been a part of their family forever, weaving herself into their lives with an unbreakable thread of affection. The little girl's mother treated Rita just like one of her own children. She would carefully prepare baby food for the little puppy, just as she did for the human babies in the house. She even bought diapers for Rita, a gesture filled with so much maternal care. For the little girl, Rita was more than a pet. She was a sister. Whenever she felt sad or worried, all she had to do was look at Rita and her troubles would melt away. They played together, they laughed together, and they shared every secret and feeling. They were inseparable, the truest of best friends. Life with Rita was a beautiful, happy blur of wagging tails and wet-nosed kisses. The house was filled with laughter and the sound of tiny paws scampering across the floor. Rita was the sun around which their family life orbited. She brought them closer, teaching them about a love that didn't need words. Every day was an adventure, whether it was a game of fetch in the yard, a cozy nap on the sofa, or just watching Rita chase her own tail in circles. This little puppy had brought an incredible amount of light and happiness into their home. But after some time, a subtle change began to cast a shadow over their happy home. Rita started to eat less. Her usual boundless energy seemed to fade, and she became quiet. Everyone grew worried. The little girl's father, hoping to cheer her up, thought that maybe some new friends would bring back the old, playful Rita. So he brought home 4 more puppies. For a little while, it seemed to work. All 5 of them played together, ate together, and napped in a big, fluffy pile. They shared their food, went for walks as a pack, and it felt like things were getting back to normal. But this happy scene didn't last long. A few days later, tragedy struck. The group of 5 puppies was suddenly torn apart. One of the new puppies sadly passed away. Heartbroken and unsure of what to do, the little girl's father decided to sell the other 2 new puppies, leaving just Rita and one other. But the loss had a profound effect on Rita. She became even more silent than before. The vibrant spark in her eyes seemed to dim. It was clear she was feeling depressed and deeply saddened by the loss of her friends. She had welcomed them as her own little family, her closest companions, and their sudden absence left a huge void. It was during this sad time that the family received devastating news. They learned that Rita was suffering from tuberculosis. That was why she had stopped eating properly, why she couldn't sleep. The disease was causing her immense pain. Seeing her suffer was agonizing for the family. The little girl and her mother would often cry, their hearts breaking as they watched their beloved Rita in so much distress. They did everything they could, but her condition worsened. After months of bravely fighting, Rita passed away on a cold day. December 7th, 2017, she was just 3 years and 5 months old. The silence in the house after Rita was gone was deafening. The little girl missed her best friend terribly. For months, she felt a profound loneliness, a hole in her heart that only Rita could fill. The world seemed a little less bright without her. In her mind, Rita wasn't just a dog. She was an angel who had come to live with them for a short time, and now the world had lost its most precious angel. The story of Rita teaches us something incredibly powerful. It shows us that love is the purest, most profound emotion in the world. Rita, the little puppy, wasn't just a pet. She became the heart of a family. They loved her like a daughter, a sister, and a friend. And when she was gone, they mourned her as one of their own. This shows that true love knows no boundaries. It isn't limited to people. It can be shared with any living being. It's a beautiful, powerful feeling that, when it's real, stays with you forever, even after a painful goodbye. This story is a reminder of the incredible, unbreakable bond that can form between humans and animals, a bond built on pure, unconditional love. If you've ever loved a pet, you know this feeling. It's a connection that changes you for the better. Thank you for listening to Rita's story. If it touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that celebrate the beauty of life and love.